And it's crazy to see that person a year ago that came in and said, all I drink is Coors Light.
Yeah.
And now they're in here drinking IPAs and stouts and so their palate over a year has just done a total 180.
Welcome to TapThatAZ, the show where you get to meet the awesome people behind the best craft beverages across the state of Arizona. I'm your host, Eric Walters. In this episode, I do something a little bit different, something special to me. I travel back to where I grew up in Ohio, and I hit up a brewery who's changing the way that small-town Ohio drinks its beer. When I grew up, we didn't have craft beer. We didn't even know craft beer existed. To us, craft beer was Killians. That was as crazy as we got. We drank a lot of Busch Light, Natty Light, a lot of that crap. But these guys are really doing some cool stuff. So let's tap into Birdfish Brewing Company. Guys, thanks for joining me, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
This is pretty awesome. Who do I have? Introduce yourselves.
You got Greg Snyder.
And Jared Channel.
All right, you guys are two of the three owners, right?
Right.
2/3 of the ownership. Was the other guy here earlier?
No, that was just a buddy.
Okay, because I was sitting in the back parking lot, like just kind of waiting. I don't like to be like super early.
Right, yeah.
And then I just saw some guy in a t-shirt like running out.
Yeah.
I was like,
no, we're the lucky ones so far that get to be in here mostly full time. So.
Nice. What's the other guy do? Does he work?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You guys get to run this place, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, he lives in his mom's basement.
Does he?
Doesn't wake up till noon, so.
Nice. It's like the Will Ferrell character,
Right.
the guy. Yeah. So you guys started in 2015, right?
Yeah, we opened commercially in 2015. We've been homebrewing together for about 7 years, previously in Jared's garage.
Oh, really?
So we
Nice.
would, family, friends would come over, homebrew days. We'd brewing on the same Blickman system, just on a smaller scale at that point, doing 12.5-gallon batches.
Okay.
And, people would come out, we'd brew 1, 2, 3, 4 batches of beer that day, have cornhole, barbecue, and,
Nice.
Every time they'd come back, that beer that we brewed previously would be on tap. They'd throw a donation in the guitar. So we just kept it going, and too many people were, you guys got to do something with this. So we started looking, and it took us 1.5 years to find this location.
Yeah?
To really get locked down.
Are you guys all in Columbian here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most just on the outskirts of Columbian. So we all grew up here, went to school here. So.
Gotcha. Okay. And you guys were making such good beer that people were like, you got to make a business out of this. Yeah. Were you guys doing like normal stuff, or were you kind of, because you guys do some pretty wacky shit here.
Yeah, still doing, that was the thing. We were always experimenting.
Yeah.
Just doing crazy stuff that, half the time people never heard of. Are you kidding me?
Right.
You're putting that in there?
Yeah.
Putting mushrooms into a beer?
Yeah.
How's that going to turn out?
Yeah. You did that?
Yeah.
How did that turn out?
Awesome.
We sell, it's
it
one
was
of
just,
our...
Yeah, it was just on last week. Just
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shiitake mushrooms, sheephead mushrooms.
Nice, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just did one in the back. We got Dill Pickle Goza in the back right now.
Really?
So
Yeah.
just keep doing weird stuff like that. It
Yeah.
just keeps people's interest. And
Right.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that sometimes people are too safe with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And when you get to a point where you have those flagships, those 2 or 3 that you want that consistency, but why not do some crazy shit?
Right. Yeah.
You mentioned what was it, a mango?
Yeah, we do
peppercorn?
it's called the Ganesh Mango Peppercorn IPA.
Okay.
So a lot of people really, really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too with our beers is, basically as soon as they're ready, they're hitting the tap. So there's no, everything's fresh. I mean, that mango peppercorn from 10 days, 12 days after it's brewed, it's being served.
Yeah.
So it's, nothing's sitting around. It's constantly, we're rocking and rolling through it. So
Nice. And you guys, how many did you guys have in the first year? Like 70?
since we've opened 2015,
About
we've
70.
got about 70, 75 different style beers that we have
Right.
registered with the state of Ohio.
Right. What do you mean registered? So I didn't even
So every beer you have to register with the state.
Okay.
Basically, letting them know ABV, and the name to ensure that it doesn't conflict with another beer that's in
Like a trademark kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So do you have a log of all the recipes for all those ones that you've done?
Yeah, we have a log from when we started home brewing. So
Oh, really?
it's like,
Nice.
it's huge.
Nice. Yeah. So I thought it was crazy when I heard you guys opened up that, first of all, I thought Columbian was a dry town.
Right.
Was it? It was for a long time, right?
So with what we have is an A1C brewery's license. So it's actually looked upon as a manufacturing license. So it's issued by the state. There's no liquor permit involved. There's nothing, we go in front of the city council and, planning commission and get approval to basically have our business in city limits and follow their guidelines and, whatever we have to do for the city. But
right.
It's all issued by the state of Ohio. So as long as the building was never permitted to be able to brew or distill spirits or any, liquors or alcohol, there's really nothing the city can do.
Interesting.
Stand outside and pick it. But, no, the city's been awesome. Mayor Blakeman, he homebrews himself.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of homebrewers here in town. A lot of the businesses, a lot of small businesses are, kind of migrating towards the downtown area.
Yeah.
Because they see a lot more traffic, a lot more that younger culture that's being attracted downtown.
Right.
So, and even the businesses that, because Columbiana has been known for, kind of the antique culture.
Right.
A lot of antique shops and everything.
Yep.
And, even those folks have, just been open arms and grateful for, for us coming in and
so
what
like
we're
the
bringing
surrounding
to the city.
shops and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been
Nice.
good.
It's pretty innovative because I always wondered that because I've always been in. I actually didn't even know craft beer existed until like 2007.
Right.
I moved to Arizona. I always thought craft beer was like Killians. Like, dude, I'm going on a limb. I'm gonna get a Killians. Yeah. But I always wondered that, like, how receptive it would be here because it's for the most part. I mean, Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Lite.
Well, and that was kind of why we did what we did initially with a one-barrel system was because you have to build that culture. Mm-hmm. You have to build that palate for those people that come in and say, what do you have closest to Bud Light or Budweiser?
Like, I peed in this bottle.
Yeah. So you say, well, this is what we've got, and so it's crazy to see that person a year ago that came in and said, all I drink is Coors Light.
Yeah.
And now they're in here drinking IPAs and stouts and so their palate over a year has just done a total 180. Yeah. And it's pretty cool to see that.
That is, because that's interesting because you guys had to develop that culture, like you said, where a lot of places it's just like, hey, I know what I like. I come in, I want to get this, I want to get that. Where they're like, I want what you don't have. How do I get you there?
Right.
Yeah. Nice, man. But people have been pretty receptive.
Oh yeah. And I think too, the atmosphere. You come in and it's it's a comfortable, it's a cool atmosphere. We do live music every Friday, Saturdays. Yep. So and there's really nowhere in town that you can go and really have what you get here at Birdfish. So I think that attracts people as well. Yeah. And then once you get them here, then you start working on them and developing their palate. Because even like somebody that comes in and that can't even drink your lightest beer, we do like a Radler or Shandy where we get lemonade from All Good Things next door. Okay. And we'll split half beer, half lemonade to where that's where they start, and then over time they start getting into a Pilsner or a pale ale or whatever. So.
Next thing you're drinking the Ghost. Ghost, is that how you say it? Goza. Yeah. That's
something that's starting to really take off in this area. Yeah. And it's just like Greg was saying, it's just adjusting your taste buds. Mm-hmm. Now, like, everybody's asking for it at the local, bottle shops and everything, and and it's fun to play around and do different things with them too. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it's a whole, maybe a couple years ago, those kind of started taking off, right? Yeah. Yep. There's a place in Arizona, it's probably one of the more, I guess, innovative places, Arizona Wilderness. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. These guys are doing some crazy shit over there, but the first Goza I had was there. And I tasted it. I'm like, oh my God, this is like stomach acid. Right. It was like, I'm like, I don't know. And then
armpit sweat was my first one. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that was not.
I think you find that, it's becoming one of those new brands or those new style of beers.
Yeah.
So people, they want to do those, brew them, and it's like either you hit them or you don't.
Yeah.
And it's like I've had some awesome ones and I've had some armpit sweat ones, and it's
That's good. I'm gonna steal that if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So do you guys specialize in lagers? I thought there was something that I read that like kind of is, or was that what you started with, or?
So we do lagers. The thing about lagers and the way we're brewing here and how fast we go through. Lagers and pilsners, the lagering yeast that we use, you have to ferment lower temperatures, and it takes longer.
Yeah.
So we just had our Red Flag Penguin Pilsner.
Okay.
Which that kind of goes back to all of us are from this area, Youngstown State University.
Yeah.
Penguins. That's kind of where we started. Birdfish name.
I was wondering that. Okay.
Was all of us are from this area, and you got Youngstown State Penguins, and then you got Pittsburgh Penguins, and we're kind of central.
Yeah.
And I believe those are the only college and professional teams that have a penguin as a mascot. So this came as we were homebrewers. We've always had this name.
So you had the name.
Yeah.
Before.
So the name.
Nice.
So that's kind of where the penguin came from, and then birdfish came from. It's a penguin's kind of like a bird, kind of like a fish. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Is it? So that's where birdfish came from.
Okay.
And then when we were going through to, kind of commercialize everything, and we actually sat down and started second guessing, is that the right name? And we started thinking of other names and for the business, and it always just came back to Birdfish. So it really stuck, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People like it. So
I like it. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
But the lagers, it takes a while. Like I said, the mango peppercorn, you could have it turned around in 10, 12 days.
Oh, yeah.
Where these lagers, they take, anywhere from 30 to 45 days.
Oh, really?
So you got, we got 9 42-gallon fermenters and 2 27-gallon fermenters that we're utilizing here in this one-barrel system. So trying to go through and just keep up with everything, and you got that fermenter being taken up that long. It's so we don't do as many pilsners and lagers as we would like to do.
Okay.
Just because of the fact of just trying to, brew as
they kind of take up that real estate that you kind of need.
Yeah.
And there's less room for error with those too, right?
Yeah. But we did a blueberry donut dark lager.
Okay.
Where we actually put 13 blueberry donuts in the beer. And,
it was straight in too, right? I've
Yeah.
seen that. I always thought it's like, what did they use? Some extracts? And some places probably use some sort of extract.
Yeah, no, these were
dump loaves of bread and shit in there.
Yeah. Open the box and pour them in. Yeah.
So you guys also do what is the Firkin Friday? Do you guys still do those?
Yeah. So
what is that?
Yeah, we have a cask.
I like the name. That's
it's hit and miss. We purchased a cask, so we'll sometimes. I think we've done 2 or 3 of them so far.
Yeah, you really got to plan ahead for them. So what you do, you have to, when you're fermenting a beer, you have to catch it right before it's done fermenting. And
Irish red.
Yeah.
You put it in this cask, and it builds up its own pressure, so it carbonates itself naturally.
Oh, okay.
And
so what is a cask? Is it some sort of keg?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it's a 9-gallon keg.
Okay.
And you got these wooden bungs that you tap in there. So you fill it up, seal it off. It finishes fermenting. You could throw hops in it at that time to do some sort of dry hop, or you could throw fruit in. I mean, it's pretty much whatever you want to do. And then you let it finish fermenting, then you cool it, and you just tap it with a spigot. Just kind of hammer it in, and it pours itself out. You want to serve it right around 50 degrees.
Okay.
And it's a whole different style, and it definitely doesn't appeal to your Bud Light drinkers who want ice cold beers and stuff like that. But it's a neat thing, and we got T-shirts and pint glasses and stuff made up, and people love all that stuff. So
nice.
I think we've just done IPAs with it. You can do pretty much any style of beer with it, but IPAs are fun because you dry hop and you get extra flavor and stuff. And
Gotcha. And it's like small batch, right? Like, so you tap that and that's pretty much done that night or within a couple days. Is that kind of how it works?
Well, we do a whole batch of it. Like, so we brew 31 gallons of it.
Oh, gotcha.
And then right before it's done fermenting, I just take 9 off of that 31.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So we still have some of the base beer that we
Okay.
normally carbonate and do, normal way, but we'll have 9 gallons of this specialty beer, and usually we throw hops in it, or you could throw oak in it, you could throw whatever. So and it's just pretty much up for that day. Once it's you gotta drink it that day, and because the way it is, it just goes flat, it gets warm. And
Well, I like what you guys are doing. You guys are like creating demand, though, because you have a small system, but like you said, you're developing people's palates and getting people opened up to this craft beer thing.
Right.
And I think it's cool that you guys are like building that pressure, like I don't want to say pressure, but that demand.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you said before, we were initially we were only open Saturdays.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we went to Fridays, and then probably a month ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, we went to opening Thursdays. So, that kind of, people have to kind of schedule their plans around us because we're not open every day.
Right.
And we can't open every day or we'd run out of beer. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we struggle with now, but like you said, people are wanting us to open up every week or every day.
Yeah.
Not possible.
It's kind of a good problem to have, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, sorry, we're selling out of everything.
Right. Yeah.
But you guys do some cool stuff. You do the Firkin Fridays. Tell me more about like the music. So I follow you guys on Instagram, 2,000 miles away. Right. But I love watching the videos of like, the bands you guys get.
Yeah. So every Friday, Saturday nights, we got live music right here in the tasting room. Mm-hmm. Josh, the other owner, he kind of runs all that side of the business with entertainment, and just because he plays and he's into that. But yeah, I mean, we get people reaching out to us, Facebook, stopping in the brewery all the time that they want to play here, and it's just a cool atmosphere. It's small, people get into it, so it's a fun atmosphere. They enjoy playing, here because people get into it and all that. So. Oh yeah. So we're We've got everything here set up, so basically all they have to do is bring their instruments and plug in, and they're good to go. So
nice. And you're the sound engineer.
Yeah. So we do have a sound engineer. Yeah. No, not so much.
He was telling me before we started recording that somebody asked him if he was the sound engineer.
Yeah. She was from Cleveland or Columbus or something. Yeah.
You just start turning knobs and
I
shit.
told her here, hold my beer, let me get her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So one other thing that I noticed too, I love like the growlers you guys do. So you got those ceramic growlers. There was one that I saw that was like a pumpkin. Man, that was badass.
Yeah. So we have a lady here local that does ceramic, and so we got hooked up with her. And
nice. Is that a? Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So I got a growler in my hand here that is like, it's a hop, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it, a hop bud?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that a one of a kind? Is that a?
Yeah, she's just starting to experiment with it. Yeah. So she's local here, Columbiana, and she's got her own little place in her house that she does ceramic work, and we got hooked up with her and started talking about growlers, and she had no idea even what a growler was.
Yeah.
So we had to educate her on that and trial and error, work through the issues we were having, and because typically, when you fill these, they're under pressure. So you have to ensure that there's no cracks in the forms that she's making is, it's right, and the lids are fitting down right, because if not, obviously you've got pressurized carbonated alcohol in there. So it was a work to get her, but she picked up on it quick, and I mean now that she's got her own business, Columbiana Growler LLC here in Columbiana, that she's making growlers for other breweries, and she's
even shipped a few out to the West Coast, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like custom made, like multiple ones, or like one-offs, or
pretty much one-offs. Like people that she knows that has moved out there, they kind of follow her in this. And, So they order some, and she ships them.
But yeah, she quit her day job and she's doing it full time. So
man, that's awesome.
She was a little nervous about it, but
well, I'm sure. I mean, anything like that. I'm sure you guys were nervous opening up this place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said you don't get nervous.
When you get nervous, you just drink 5 more beers and that's
exactly.
it takes all the nerves away.
Yeah, it always does. Now, do you guys distribute? I remember I asked you this before.
Yeah. So right now, just with the volume of what we're able to, our output to, people coming in and drinking in house. We're set up with 3 different places here around the area: Village Pump in Canfield, the Riser Bar and Grill, their Canfield Boardman area right on Western Reserve, and then Lock 24 down in Lisbon.
Okay. Yeah.
So if we have it, that's kind of where it's going out. But there's some weeks that we just, if we have a busy weekend, we just don't have it to distribute. So.
Right.
So that's really, we are looking for growth and expansion currently. We just leased a second location right around the corner here in Columbian.
Nice.
So we're going to be going to a 10-barrel system to where then we can really start distribution and, maybe even open a couple more days a week or so.
Yeah, nice. And there's not, I mean, from what I saw, there's not a lot of competition around here, right?
No,
numbers?
And that's the thing. Yeah, you got Numbers in Lisbon. There actually is another Bricks and Brews that's opening here in Columbiana, right on Main Street.
Okay.
They're going to do wine. They're going to do some other things, but you look at in the realm of competition, it's like look at Asheville, North Carolina, for instance. They have the most craft breweries per capita than anywhere, my understanding.
Wow.
So before we really started going and looking, for space, we took a trip down there 8 hours away to go to craft breweries.
Right.
And you're not going to go 8 hours away to hit up 1 or 2 breweries, but when you can go for a weekend, hit up 15 breweries, it's worth the trip. And that was really the inspiration, because there was guys down there in an old mechanic shop fermenting in 6-gallon plastic buckets.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, dude, we're home brewing on nicer stuff than that. So we're like, we can do this, So when we got back, that was really, it was like, all right, we're going to do it.
Is that motivation?
Yeah.
And there's I don't know, man, the craft beer scene is just exploding. And out in Arizona, it's doubled. So I've been out there almost 10 years.
Right.
It's doubled. But what I've noticed is really cool is the community's really, it's really like great, like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, like camaraderie. It's not like competition, like I'm going to cut your freaking electric off, Right. People are collaborating and stuff. Have you guys?
Yeah, so we do a lot of collaboration with local businesses. Like I said, for like that Shandy Rattler, we source our lemonade through All Good Things Next Door, which is organic food, kind of a grocer, and they have a little bar where they do like sandwiches and stuff. But a lot of our fruits and stuff we'll source through them. Generations Coffee here, right on Main Street. We get their cold brew. We do our Generations cold brew milk stout on nitrogen.
Nice.
So we get their cold brew and it goes in that beer. We've actually Josh and Nicole Ice and Jared's sister Justina, they just started a company called Brewhound Products.
Oh, really?
Where they take our spent grain and actually make dog treat trail mix.
Really?
For dogs.
Nice.
And they're looking at, they've done dog biscuits and stuff.
Oh, there's bags up there. Yeah. Nice.
I'm not gonna be able to reach that, but they.
I think high up on the shelf.
Yeah, I'll fall if I get up on a stool right now.
Not a good idea.
But they do like 4 different varieties, but they source duck and chicken and turkey and beef, all organic, and then they take our spent grain and they make trail mix out of it.
Nice.
So that's just a company which actually in the new space they're actually gonna be in that space because it makes sense for them just to go across the way, grab the grain, take it back, dehydrate it instead of trying to load it up in a car like they're doing now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So,
kind of minimize that transportation and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then Ace Hardware, we just did a collaboration with them to where
really? That's awesome.
Yeah, they have pint glasses and T-shirts up there for sale, and if somebody goes in and makes a purchase on any of that, they can come down and get a free pint glass here. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff, you look at just the downtown area, young entrepreneurs like us. I mean, that's all these guys are,
We got a girl that makes
30s,
makes soap and stuff with our beer and our hops and our grain.
Really?
So she sells it here. There's
Hoppy beer soap.
Yeah.
Nice. From,
There's
Kindred Collection, she makes that.
and then we're selling beef jerky from a farm right across town.
Yeah.
He makes it for us. We sell it here. There's a girl up in Poland. She does those little macarons cookies.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So she got some of our drier stout and made a bunch of cookies for St. Patty's Day with them,
Nice, man.
And that sense of things, she does some orange creamsicle macarons.
Uh-huh.
So we got a couple dozen of those off of her, and we're going to make a cream ale with them.
Oh, man, it's that circle of life.
Yeah. We work with the donut shop down the road, the bakery. They actually take some of our spent grains, too, and they make buns and soft pretzels and stuff with them.
Yeah.
And we have a food truck out back every once in a while, so he'll take the soft pretzels from them that were made with our grains. He'll cover them with pulled pork and cheese and all kinds of stuff and sell them out back here. So, like you said, that's like, to me, the biggest thing. That's what working with everybody, getting other businesses involved, because it gets them excited about coming down here and telling people about us and this and that.
And there's definitely a wave of, that be local, buy local, drink local. So it's like, it's all just one big community that's striving, basically to work together and, feed off each other and, prosper their business. So it's been cool to see. We were just at the planning commission this past week, and, we've had numerous times, the guys up there were, just thanking us and
like the city,
mayor and all that of just, what's going on with downtown Columbiana right now. So, and there's actually people outside the city, like grants and different things, that those people are recognizing kind of what's going on down here as well. So
so you guys are kind of at the forefront of that a little bit, right? Yeah.
So it's neat.
That's awesome, man. We'll keep doing what you guys are doing. This is amazing. The beers are awesome. I told you I was going to let you know whether they were shitty or good. No, you guys make some awesome beers. My dad's a huge fan too. He lives in Warren, so about 45 minutes, hour away. But every time he comes down this way, he comes to get his growler filled. Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm like, what do you usually get? He's like, I don't know, whatever they got.
Whatever they that's the unique thing is you don't know what's until really that weekend what we're gonna have. So
no, that's awesome, man. So how do people find you? Like, so a lot of people will be listening to this in Arizona, so they can follow you on Instagram,
Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias, social media networks.
Facebook and Instagram, I think are the biggest things.
Mostly.
It's just so easy for us to do.
Right.
Twitter's a pain in the ass, man.
And
it's confusing.
So
confusing. It's like,
I don't do Twitter.
I don't do it either.
No.
So if Josh is doing it, we have it. But if not, then we don't have it. So
just look for it. It might be there. But if you guys are ever driving through Columbiana County or whatever, come down and see these guys. They're right on, is it Main Street?
Right on Main Street, South Main Street. 16 South Main Street, Columbiana.
Cool. Well, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for making the trip out.
Heck yeah. Hey, thanks for listening to another episode. As always, hope you enjoyed it. If so, huge favor, I'm asking of you, give me a rating and review on iTunes. Get me up there in the rankings. Let's spread the word on this show. I actually just got a new review a few days back. Pretty awesome. This is from Exit to Lef, L-E-F. Good production quality and local focus. I hope to hear a whole lot more from this podcast. Well, Exit to Lef, you can plan on that because I don't plan on stopping this for a long time. So next episode, I head over to Peoria and check out a brewery that I think is going to really change the game. They got a pretty badass brewer out of Colorado. So tune in next time. In the meantime, always remember, stay awesome.